Hello, and welcome to Let's Play Stardew Valley, episode 114. Here in the morning of year 3, spring the 3rd. Hop out of bed, grab the coffee that I brewed last night, grab an emerald, grab a cactus fruit. So today in Stardew Valley, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to actually advance my character. I'm going to actually move towards some of the game's goals, such as they are. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. First though, let's check on the farm. Down here we got Tree Isle. I'm going to go ahead and chop this pine tree. And in its place, I'll plant another pine. Head into the barn here. Grab some cheeses and goat cheeses. Get some goat juice and cow juice. I got 2 large milks because Beef the cow was given an animal cracker. Go ahead and stash the coffee beans in here. Head on over to the coop. Make sure everybody gets all petted. Got a dino egg. Got a duck egg. And a void egg. Everybody got petted except for Ferdinand the duck. And now that has been solved. Completely run out of space here in my inventory. I think I need more mayonnaise machines. I'll go ahead and make 2 more. Sell off the large egg, the 2 void mayonnaises, the dinosaur mayonnaise, the duck mayonnaise, the other eggs. Sell the pine cone. Over in the geode cutter, I got 2 batches of rocks. Not particularly great, but c'est la vie in Stardew Valley. Alright, 2 more mayonnaise machines. I need 30 wood, 30 stone, 2 earth crystal, 2 copper bars. Get my 30 wood, 2 copper bars, 2 earth crystals, and 30 stone. So the first thing I'm going to do to advance my character in Stardew Valley here is I'm going to upgrade my house. And offhand, I don't remember exactly what I need to do that, but I do know that there is 1 more level, there might be 2, but there's at least 1 more level of house upgrade. Oh my goodness. In the money shed, we've got quite a lot of produce. Strawberry jelly, grape jelly, cranberry jelly, wine of the ancients, Wine of the crystal fruit. Alright, I'm going to do winter root. And for the wine, I'm actually running short on ancient fruits. But I can do high value fruits like pomegranate. Okay, I need 26 fruits, so we'll do pomegranate, peach, and strawberry. Not gonna lie, peach wine sounds absolutely delicious. I don't know if that's a thing in real life, but if it is, I want to drink it right now. Not even because it's booze. I want to try peach wine. It sounds really tasty. Throw in my winter root into the jars. Try to put that winter root to use. And we'll do snow yam for the final 5 here. Okay. Do a quick walk around on the rest of the farm here. In the greenhouse here, we got fruit of the ancients. I realize I have a bunch of ancient fruit in this chest here, so I'm going to take several of those over to the money shed. Alright, one trip to the money shed, and then I'm going to see about this house upgrade. The animals I am keeping inside until my grass starter has a chance to fully grow and cover the barnyard. Stash the eggplants, stash the ancient fruit. Alright, I'm going to chug a coffee and then boogie over to Robin's real quick so that I can see what it is exactly I need for my house upgrade and, if possible, start the upgrade today. Just dug up a piece of coal, a T-shirt. Not tea like the letter T, tea like the hot beverage. TEA shirt. Pretty sure that's a pun. And a copy of Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Thick. Which, if I recall correctly, is one of Alex's favorite gifts. So I might give it to Alex, since I'm still below 8 stars with Alex. Alright, Robin. She says, "What can I do for you?" Upgrade house. Oh boy. She says, I can increase the size of your house and add a nursery. It will cost 65,000, and you'll also need to provide me with 100 pieces of hardwood. Are you interested? Well, let me just go grab that hardwood real quick. And then we'll get that going. Go ahead and sell my crystal fruit, my ancient fruit wine, my grape jelly, my strawberry jelly, most of my cranberry jelly. Yep, that's all I'm going to sell for now. Alright, 100 pieces of hardwood. And then Robin also needs 65,000. Well, I have 2.5 million. So, I wonder if that's going to be enough. I'm gonna have to pinch some pennies for the next month or two, but I think I can afford it. Back to Robin's. Let's go ahead and get this ordered up. She says, thank you. I'll get started tomorrow. I should be finished in around 3 days. Great. That's what I like to see. Okay, what am I going to do for the rest of the day? It's 4 p.m. Maybe a little fishing? We'll do 4 casts of the rod. Got a largemouth bass. Got another largemouth bass. Got a chub. And I got a piece of green algae. Now my skills are all at 10. However, I have this mastery XP bar that I'm still trying to fill up, and I am pretty sure that all of the XP counts towards that bar. So mining, farming, foraging, fishing, and combat all count towards that bar, I think. Here are the Adventurers Guild, and I'm going to see what monsters remain in the regular mines. I've already completed slimes, void spirits, bats, skellies, cave insects, duggies. I have 25 dust sprites to go. Completed rock crabs, 55 mummies to go, 26 pepperexes to go, and about 75, 74 serpents. Great. I guess I will just head to the mine and work on those dust sprites. Maybe we'll get to hear Marimba Frozen Bone. Fingers crossed. There's a dust sprite there. Down she goes. I should have 24 dust sprites to go. Alright. 23, 22, 21. Will I be able to get to my goal by the end of this short mining session? I kind of feel like no, but we'll see. See how it goes. It is 6:50 already. Okay, 20 to go. 19, 18 to go. Down to 16. Dust boys to go. Okay, alright, it's promising. 15 to go. 12 to go. 10 to go. 9 to go. I lost count. Pretty close. I have like maybe 3. Somewhere around 2 or 3 to go. Is this it? Yes! Well, it took me 3 years in game, but I finally killed enough dust sprites. I legitimately don't know what I get for this dust sprite goal. Better be something cool. I got a burglar's ring. Monsters have a greater chance of dropping loot. Okay. It's not like earth-shattering, but I think that's probably a pretty good item to have. Before we go back, check out the quarry here. Dug up a rusty cog. Dug up some carrot seeds. Dug up some coal. Yeah, we'll have to come back to the quarry. Okay, I'm going to sell the purple star, bass, and the chub. Probably going to keep everything else. In the geode cutters, I got 11 pieces of copper ore. We're going to throw those in along with some iron ore. Big creepy owl just flew over. Love when that happens. Okay. Tomorrow I think I'm going to upgrade a tool. We're going with watering can, I believe. My gold watering can will finally become an iridium bar. An iridium watering can. And I can also get Clint to open these mystery boxes finally. Queen of Sauce rerun. Hash browns. Already know how to make those. One of my all-time favorite foods in real life. Hash browns. Alright. Oh, I forgot that this yellow chest over here is like all the weird seafood. I'm sure it smells fantastic in there. Alright. Off to bed. I got 56,000. Big sellers were, of course, the ancient fruit wine and the crystal fruit wine. 25k, 9k. Strawberry jelly sold for 8k. And various and sundry other artisan goods. Waking up on the morning of the 4th. I almost just went to sleep for the night. It's a rainy day. Robin is out working on my house. I got a fairy stone from the geode. Two copper bars, 2 iron bars. Got a letter. It's from Pam. She says, "Hey, I found this in a drawer somewhere. I thought you could use it, kid. Pam." Energy tonic. It's much more useful. It's much more useful early game than late game, but I will still gladly keep that energy tonic. Grab some oak resin and maple syrup. And it looks like my carrots are already ready to get picked. Pick the carrots. And what shall I plant in their place? I thought I had a ton of rhubarb seeds. I do. Okay. Can't remember what recipes carrots are used in. Probably carrot cake, if I had to guess. Alright, let's quickly do a round on the farm here. I feel like the grass has grown enough in the farmyard, so I'm just going to open the little garage doors. It's raining today, so the animals won't go out anyway, but if the weather is clear, then tomorrow they will go out. Siphon off 2 more buckets of mammal juice from the beef. That is a high-producing cow. Every day, 2 buckets. Grab 24 IPAs. Replace with... We'll do beer this time. 24 wheats. Over in Coopland, we've got dinosaur mayonnaise. Oh, look at this, a rabbit's foot, and it's a purple star one. I think I know exactly what I'm going to use that purple star rabbit's foot on today. So if you tuned into the last episode, you'll know that I was supposed to remember that the 4th is Kent's birthday. Now, I don't know what Kent loves as far as gifts, but the vast majority of the characters love getting rabbit's foot as their gift. So Kent is going to be getting a rabbit's foot on his birthday. Hopefully that will cause some stars to be gained. Or hearts, rather. Okay. Haven't baited up these crab pots in a long time. There's old Pam standing out in the rain by the bus. Now, let's go talk to Clint. First things first, you're going to be opening up my mystery boxes. First one has 5 bombs. Nice. Second one has a farm totem. Third one, 3 cups of triple shot espresso. And, Clint, I would like you to upgrade my watering can. 5 iridium bars and 25,000. Here we go. Says, thanks. I'll get started on this as soon as I can. Should be ready in a couple days. I don't have a watering can now, but that should be okay. Should not be that big of a deal. Check the big community board. On the left, we have biome balance. Demetrius says, for unknown reasons, the local population of ocean fish has grown to an unsustainable level. I need a local angler to help reduce their numbers. 4 days to catch a bunch of ocean fish. What's his face? Lewis has a mission called Crop Order. He says, apparently bulbs of garlic are considered the latest superfood in Zuzu City. Anyone who ships 100 bulbs of garlic by the end of the season will earn a substantial reward from the Pelican Town Agricultural Fund. 100 bulbs of garlic. Yeah, that should be easily doable. We're going with that one. I don't really know why I came out here to the beach, but I did. Grab a shrimp from the crab pot. Grab a cockle. Broken glasses, and a mussel. Okay. I'm going to head back to the farm and stash a bunch of this stuff, and then I'm going to try to find Kent and give him his rabbit foot for his birthday. I think I've mentioned it in previous videos, but I really do find it funny that the rabbits will shed their little rabbit feet as a droppable loot item. And obviously your rabbit can shed more than 4 feet, so yeah, I just think it's funny. Sell the daffodil, sell the void mayonnaise, the regular mayonnaise, sell the dino mayonnaise, sell the duck mayonnaise, sell the daffodil. keep the other stuff. Yeah, I'll keep the other stuff. I have a lot of bombs. I have like 52 bombs. Check out the greenhouse real quick. Grab some ancient fruit. Grab some grapes. Grab some cran. Yeah, that should do for now. Oh, I forgot about this. So I went up to Grandpa's shrine. I have my 4 candles lit. I went up to Grandpa's shrine. I left-clicked, and I got an item from the shrine. The text box says, "You found a peculiar statue behind Grandpa's shrine." It's the Statue of Perfection. It looks like a cat holding a something. Holding a scepter, maybe? And the description says it's made of pure iridium. So this is a pretty useful item. I'm going to set it down in my house, and I will explain what it does probably in the next video. Okay, there it is in my bedroom, full of junk. Statue of Perfection. Caught a chub. Alright, we're heading on to the old money shed. Stashing the ancient fruit, the grapes, and the cranberries. Yeah, I want to go find Kent. Oh, but there's distractions before I get there. Let's see if the raccoons... See if the raccoons need more goodies. He says, "Now we can grow the family bigger." Okay, so I don't have any new missions from the raccoons. Sad to say. Oh, look, it's Shane the Bag. What is my heart rating with Shane? It's 8 out of 10, so therefore no need to interact with him. Where is Kent? Talk to Vincent. He says, "You're not as boring as most grown-ups." Talk to Jody, who says, "Where does all the time go? Sigh." I think I'll give Sam this pizza that I've been carrying around for the last, like, for the last several weeks. He says, "Oh yeah, pizza time." Now I'm at 6 hearts with Sam. But where, oh where is Kent? Could he be in the Stardrop Saloon? Oh boy, it's a cutscene. Oh, is this the giant omelet? I did the giant omelet mission, like, way long time ago. I think it was during winter. Gus says, "Well, folks, once again, we're gathered for a very special occasion. A rare visit from a very dear friend. My world-famous giant omelet. Zesty bell pepper, juicy tomato, rich mushroom, and tangy cheese. All enrobed in a blanket of rich, fluffy egg. Dig in, folks." That is not the right sound effect for an omelet. Gus says, "Willie, what do you think?" Willie says, "The mushrooms are a tad chewier than last year." Gus says, "Is that a good thing?" "Aye, lad." Pam says, "It's great, Gus, and it tastes even better because it's on the house." Robin says, "Those eggs are so rich and yellow. Marnie, are these from your place?" "No, they're not from Marnie's place." Gus says, "Nope. You can thank Ryan over at Pretty Cool Farm." Marnie says, pretty cool eggs." pretty cool eggs. Okay. Where's Kent? I don't know where he is. Lewis says, "Good evening, Ryan. I'm glad to see you relaxing at the saloon. Your grandfather always worked himself too hard. I'll have an extra beer in his honor tonight." Shane says, "You like talking to me?" Wait a minute. What's Shane's voice? "You like talking to me?" I guess I believe you. Maybe you're as weird as I am. Yeah, you see, Shane is not weird. He's just a D-bag. Quite a big difference. Alright, where would I find Kent? Where would Kent be? The library, maybe? Oh, there's Alex. Sup. Says, this is not good weather for sports. Here you go, have a book. Aw, yeah, been looking for this one. It's supposed to be full of tips for bulking up. Rule number 1, eat a ton of eggs. Haha, no problem. Thanks. Maybe Kent is at the library. Nope. I don't know what I was thinking with that. I don't know. Check back at the Kent residence. The Kent and Jody residence. Oh, there he is. Yo, Kent. Says, "I've been up since 4 o'clock. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever get back into a normal routine." Well, you know what makes that all better? The dry, desiccated foot of a small rabbit. Yay, now I'm 10 out of 10 with Kent. He says, "You remember my birthday. Thank you. This is great." Nifty. Yeah, Leah's my girlfriend. We haven't talked to Leah in a little while. I bet if I go in Leah's house, there will be a cutscene of some kind. No. No cutscene. But we can snoop around Leah's house. Now, of course, you know, she's my girlfriend. I've been here many times, right? But I'm still gonna snoop around. It's a little L-shaped house. There's a little kitchen area to the bottom right. Some potted plants. Wooden table with a potted plant and a mug and what looks like a donut on a platter, on a plate. Nothing to interact with over here. There's something on a little end table. I think it's a phone. It says no messages. Little fireplace. Side table with a plant. Bookcase. Right-clicking, I find a book called How to Deal with Overbearing People. There's an easel with some artistic renderings on it. Right-clicking, it's a work in progress. Over to the side, we have some paintings. It's a stack of Leah's paintings. It's mostly landscapes and studies of nature. And of course, over here we have Leah's weird modern art statue. It's a wooden sculpture Leah's working on. It has a wonderful cedar smell. Okay. Leah's bed, that's where the magic happens. Kind of funny, you can like go in someone's bed. Yeah, alright. I think that's everything in here. No idea where Leah is. I guess she's at the bar, socializing, fraternizing without me. I'm at 10 out of 10 hearts with her already. And I gave her the bouquet. We'll have to advance that to the next stage at some point. There's Leah. She says, "Foraging is a specialty of mine. Someday I'll make you a fresh salad. Here, have a goat cheese." This is exactly what I wanted, thank you. Oh, Kent is over here. I will give Kent, not Kent, Clint. I will give Clint a coffee. This is a fun gift, thanks. Alright, while I'm here, I might as well do a round of the Gunslinger game. I forget what it's called. Journey of the Prairie King? Yep. See some top tier gameplay here. What? Oh. Oh, wow. So there's a item drop in here that looks like a tombstone. If you touch it, you get struck by lightning and you get turned into, like, a Frankenstein monster. Wow, that was top tier gameplay there. The key is not to get, like, outnumbered too much. The more, like, weapon drops you can find, the better. But if you don't get weapon drops, you're kind of screwed. Also, it kind of helps to just, like, spray bullets. Like, don't bother aiming, just, like, aim in their general direction and spray. Spray and pray. Here we go, shotgun time. Oh. Wow. I can tell I haven't played this in a long time because I'm having trouble with the first level. Ugh. Missed the shotgun. This actually would be a lot easier with a controller. Playing this on a keyboard is, like, sucks. Wow. Okay, so the spiky dudes have 2 hit points instead of 1. Don't stand in front of the spawn points. Pro tip. Oh, sweet. And when you're the Frankenstein, you can just, like... Alright, well, that was low tier gameplay right there. I'll have to come back to that and get better at it. Pretty sure there's some kind of achievement for getting far in the Journey of the Prairie King game. But the reason I laughed is, if you get the Frankenstein power-up, you're a killing machine for like 5 seconds. You can just walk up to the bad guys and kill them by touching them. But once the effect wears off, there's no grace period. You're just immediately normal dude again. So if you're about to touch a dude and the thing wears off, then you'll die when you touch the enemy. All right. I'm gonna make some dried chanterelles. In the greenhouse, I'm getting blueberries, coffee, and hops. Don't really have time to take them to their respective barn and money shed, so I'm just gonna head inside. Oh, but first, why don't we do 2 omnis in the geode cutter. Check the TV. Living off the land. I'm pretty sure these living off the lands repeat starting in year 3, so I'm not going to read each one of them. I'll only read them if they're actually, like, interesting. Okay. off to bed. I'm going to put the Statue of Perfection over here in this corner. Alright, off to bed. Didn't do a whole lot of selling today. I got 2,700, which solely came from mayonnaise. Void, regular, dinosaur, and duck mayonnaise. Waking up in the morning of year 3, spring the 5th. And real quick, take a look at that Statue of Perfection. It gives you free iridium ore. Every morning, the statue will have, I think it's like 2 to 5 or 1 to 4 pieces of iridium ore. So, if you don't like going to the Skull Caverns, this is a great way to just get all the iridium you could ever need in the game. However, I don't like to use the Statue of Perfection to get your iridium because I find it makes the game too easy. I like to actually go to the Skull Cavern to get the iridium. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And if I accidentally pick up the iridium or have to move the statue or whatever, I'm just going to sell the iridium ore that I get instead of using it to make bars. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up. Peace.